Welcome back, our football fanatics, to another episode of NFL Twin Take, NFL TWINcast. So we're almost to Thanksgiving. We're going into week 12.
We almost have the division wrapped up already, Kyle.
Yeah.
I thought Tom Brady and Tampa Bay and Gronkowski and every former All-Pro and Pro Bowler was going to come take that FC South, Kyle. Is this still our division? Are we going for a fourth?
It's like how Colin Cowherd says they're like that new hot sports car. Well, it's almost winter. The weather's getting bad, and they can't drive the sports car anymore. They have everything there, but they're not like the Chiefs.
Did you say not like the Saints?
Well, I'm saying with the amount of weapons they have.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see one of us has a quarterback's jersey on and
hey,
one has a bench
Trubisky,
player.
MT10 is returning.
So that's
for
the
Sunday
bench
night
player.
against Green Bay. We're going to beat Green Bay. We'll be a game back of the division. Then we control our destiny.
Kyle, you guys won the.
And Trubisky, we trust. Yeah, we did.
The whole NFC North.
Everybody was scared of the Bears. Everybody in our division, so they all lost this weekend.
Well,
everybody.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see that I got the quarterback, the future of the league, Lamar Jackson 2.0, baby. Taysom Hill, he played good.
He did.
He did enough. Bright future.
So before we get into 5 takeaways from this week, especially as a Bears fan, I've noticed because I watched the Saints, I watched the Colts, I watched the Rams. When you have a great offensive mind,
Sean Payton.
Exactly, dude.
6-0 without
that's what I'm
Brees.
saying. It doesn't matter who's in there. He finds a way to work whatever quarterback that is to keep the team afloat until Brees returns. Look at what McVay does with Jared Goff. I mean, with Phillip Rivers.
Look what Buffalo does with Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. And then Phillip Rivers, look what the Colts they've even figured out with him. It's like that's what's frustrating me because Trubisky is talented.
Kyle's on his Bears therapy session.
Yes, Trubisky is talented. Somebody cater to his talent. He's not a shotgun passer. Roll him out. Let him throw on the run. Seriously, his feet are a weapon too. It's like if we actually use them correctly with that defense, we could win games.
You want to start with our takeaways from this past weekend?
Okay, takeaways. Number 1, I feel bad. I feel for Bayou Burrow.
That was awful. That you guys, if you've watched the show, you know, or podcast, whatever YouTube channel, you know we love Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
he's the man.
Joe.
He's a legend. He's had a great season with nothing around him. He was getting beat up all season. It's just no one wants to see that. No football fan. That was rough. That tore me up. That was.
Him and Herbert were going back and forth for Rookie of the Year. But the good thing is, Bengals fans, you're in good hands.
Oh heck yeah, you are.
Burrow's an assassin. He'll bounce back from this.
It's going to be a year recovery.
I don't necessarily blame the Bengals either. Everyone has that reaction right away. It's like, dude, there's a reason he was the number 1 pick. They have weaknesses. They don't have a line. And him and Zach Taylor were great together. I mean, AJ Green's their 3rd option.
Honestly, blessing in disguise is they can start to build the line and get better around him while he's recovering.
Yeah, he was already playing like a 5-year vet his rookie year.
He's a stud. He's an assassin. Joe Burrow's the man.
Props to him. I mean, it sucks that he's hurt, but like Burrow, he'll be back.
I want to see him and Tua were supposed to play in 2 weeks. That was rough.
I mean, him and Herbert are more entertaining than Tua, but it's still because back and forth and then Bama LSU. Number 2, I'm going to go with, before we're going to get into the Saints, Corey, I'm going with the Raiders are real.
The
Raiders are real. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, they may not be the sexiest team. It's the Raiders.
Like they have the game plan to beat Mahomes.
Dude, yeah, Gruden. I love Gruden.
The Raiders are doing something right.
People forget
they're not flashy, but they're awesome.
We used to do the QB camp when the rookies came in. Gruden knows what he's doing with quarterbacks.
You might not think Derek Carr is fun to watch, but he is playing a great season.
Awesome.
You would love to have him on your team.
Well, the thing is, Gruden also, he had Rich Gannon playing amazing. When Oakland went to the Super Bowl against the Bucs, but dude, Derek Carr is a great quarterback.
The Chiefs better hope the Raiders don't see him in the playoffs.
The Raiders have
I think the Raiders could beat him.
They have given the blueprint and the game plan.
Look at their schedule the first 10 weeks. Who the Raiders had to play to be 6-4 is impressive. Yeah. They had the hardest schedule at the beginning of the year. Now it gets easier because of that, so good for them.
Yeah, the Raiders are awesome. Derek Carr is here. Darren Waller's a stud. Congrats to him. Yeah, congrats to him too. Everybody knows now he had the addiction battle, but top 5 tight end. Josh Jacobs amazing as long as he stays healthy. They put so much money in that offensive line, and it shows. Even when they have people out
Mike Mayock and John Gruden are doing something right.
Yeah, so and they also, back to COVID, dude, they had 4 defensive starters out this week because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Still played.
I don't want to hear excuses about injuries or COVID because every team deals with it.
So Raiders, the L. Davis Raiders are back, which is awesome for the NFL and football fans. Number 3, they are who we thought they were.
He's talking about the Saints, baby.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
We've been saying this all season long. Underrated, underappreciated. What's our record?
And that's why we took the damn field.
What's our record?
What, the Saints 8-2?
Yeah. Oh, is that the best in NFC?
Yes.
7 wins in a row?
Yes.
And Breeze doesn't look the best. Oh, they're barely winning. Oh, they're playing bad teams. Say whatever you want. We got the best record in NFC. I mean, last time I checked, that's what matters. Yeah. Mike Thomas was out half the season, still won. Hall of Fame quarterback out, still won. Marshawn Lattimore, top cornerback out, still won. Kyle, I want to go over something that no one really talks about because they want to know because we're not Dallas or Tom Brady or one of these popular teams. The Saints have only allowed 1 touchdown in 3 weeks. 1 touchdown. Kyle, I said that right. 1 touchdown.
Yes.
That's against Tampa Bay and all these great offensive weapons. That's against Atlanta, who has one of the best wide receiving cores. 8 sacks, Kyle? Am I correct? Last game, 8 sacks. Are we here? Are we for real? Because the Dome Patrol's here. Because we're coming. We're getting top seed. Breeze is getting rest. We're back. We're here. You can hate us because you ain't us. We're getting top seed. We're here. Super Bowl's ours.
So
we'll see you in the Super Bowl, Steelers or Chiefs.
To bounce off of that long spiel, essentially the Saints are the best team in the NFL.
We are. There's no doubt about it.
The Saints, everything's come together now. Even though Breeze is out, guess what? His arm's gonna get rest. He's 42 years old. That actually might be a blessing. But they're kind of learning.
His shoulder was aching too.
What they have is showing how great Sean Payton is. As always, a mastermind offense. Saints have a top 5 defense.
Statistically, number 4 in the league.
Top 5 defense. Their offense, Michael Thomas is back. You have Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara is enough right there.
First game, Michael Thomas was not an injury report, 9 catches, 100 yards.
Yeah, and what they did, yes, Atlanta's not anything amazing on defense,
but
what they did to the Falcons' offense, I think this week spoke more volumes about Sean Payton with Breeze out there, how good of a game plan he came up with, and then that Saints defense. They've won 7 in a row. They already got their division pretty much locked up.
We get 11.
They're fighting with the Packers right now for number 1 seed, and they're better than the Packers.
Thank you, Colts.
Thank
you, Colts.
Yeah. Saints are the best team in the NFC right now. That's all I'm going to say to that.
We here. We coming.
Yeah, a fourth one, which we kind of touched on already, and I think you could blame the media for a lot of it because they are still going to, well, they might not, but still make the playoffs. I mean, it's not like they have a horrible record. But the Bucs, they're overrated. Like, they're not there yet, and you could blame the media.
I'm going to go with what Kyle's saying because the Bucs are a good team.
Yeah, they're
losing to better teams. Yeah. I mean, you have all new pieces, new system for Brady, all this stuff that's going. They wanted. Everyone wants him to win and be the best team. They hyped them up too much. They're where they should be. They'll finish with 10 or 11 wins, which is a great season.
7-4.
For Tampa's history, that's a great season.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at Tampa's god awful history, like they're the lowest winning percentage in modern football history since the Super Bowl era. Be quiet. So, I mean, you're putting in a veteran. Yes, it's Brady, but you're bringing him in. You're bringing in Antonio Brown in. Fournette and Brown joined the team late. Then Brady comes in. Arians. They don't have
LaShawn McCoy.
They didn't have they didn't have minicamp like other teams, but they needed it. They're just not here. They're not what the media wants them to be right now. Like they'll
make the playoffs.
But yeah, they're overrated.
And call it how you see it.
And my fifth one, I'm going to tie 2 together. And they're actually playing Monday night this week. First, I'm just saying. Say what you want, Eagles fans. The Eagles are god awful.
Oh, they're awful. They suck. They're the worst division in NFL history. The worst division in sports history. This is statistically the worst division. They still can't win.
They have gotten worse.
They're healthy.
Worse.
They are literally healthy now. Like Jeffrey and everyone's back. There's no excuse.
Well, the thing is,
they're just not good. One-hit wonders. You guys are the greatest one-hit wonders of all time.
80% of Eagles fans act like they've won 100 Super Bowls. You guys won one.
We got a lot of friends, future brother-in-law, diehard Eagles fans. I mean, I used to watch the Eagles as a kid. I love Donovan and half their players. It's just they suck.
Yeah.
So does Dallas.
They call lightning in a bottle for 1 year. They've gotten worse ever since. They put up a statue of a sloth at quarterback, a tight end who can't do anything in Rob Chicago, and they're all living off their commercials in that Super Bowl. Wentz has only gotten worse. Yes, he's throwing lawn chairs. I tried to back him up. I try.
We both said Wentz was good.
I have Wentz. He's my starter in fantasy right now.
Well, that's why you suck.
I have Wentz. I have Goddard. I have Rager. But I don't want to hate the Eagles.
I want them to win the division.
Yeah,
they're not
do
good.
Want them to, but they're.
The only thing I could say to make them feel better is their schedule gets tremendously easier right now. They always find a way to win that division.
Play worse.
And when they make the playoffs, they still do good. Yeah. I don't know how. Watch, the Eagles will suck the rest of the year, lose their way in the playoffs, and they'll give someone a run for their money.
And they can't play worse. But let's just say the Eagles, they've been on a decline.
Yeah.
And then the last one I want to say is Metcalf is unstoppable. DK Metcalf.
He has it face more.
Dude, he had Patrick Peterson slipping over the field. He was turning left and right, didn't know where he was.
Okay, and Patrick Peterson's defense, he's out of his prime.
Well, I don't care. He looked way out of it. He looked like he belonged in a nursing home or something, man. He didn't know where he was.
That would be a pretty athletic, jacked a nursing home.
I don't care. But and then on top of that, Russ is cooking, and they actually split with the rushes and the throwing, and he's back in MVP.
What's he cooking? Mediocrity?
Dude, he's back in MVP race.
I don't know. I almost fell asleep.
That was a good win for the Seahawks. It was a good win for the Seahawks.
It was. I'm just messing
And he's back in MVP
race.
race.
All right, we got power rankings.
Okay. Oh, we're going power rankings before the picks?
Let's just do it.
Okay. Power rankings. Number 5. I got the Indianapolis Colts.
I can see it.
Dude,
very well-rounded organization.
I love defense. They have such a great defense. That D coordinator is going to get a job next year as a head coach. They do their job, man. It doesn't have to be, they have Leonard and they have Buckner and some studs on there, but there's a lot of like average, not average Joes because they're playing great, but like no like superstars and stuff on defense. They just they just do their job, man. They're just on point. They don't make mistakes. Yeah. They don't make mistakes. So great defense. And Philip Rivers, hey, whatever system they're doing, the last 2 games he's been playing great.
Not even that. We make fun of Rivers all the time. That guy's one tough son of a gun. And he never leaves games.
And you gotta love his competitiveness.
Yeah.
I mean,
he talks a lot.
He runs his mouth like he's like 23-year-old.
But the team feeds off of that.
Yeah. And so Colts finally give him some credit. They beat the Packers. Number 5 Colts. Number 4 I'm going Rams. I think right now you could argue they're the second best team in the NFC.
Well, their defense is unbelievable. Great young talent on that defense too.
Well, they got a lot of weapons on offense.
And then I was just gonna say McVay's doing what he did years ago when everyone was obsessed with him. I mean, their offense is just they're a good team.
And I think if they can protect Jared Goff, he's a good enough quarterback where he could be better. He's shown several times he could do more in managing.
The only weakness that they have is it's just like Brady when Goff gets pressured, he looks awful. Yeah. But that's you block him, you're fine.
Yeah, they have. McVay's he's a genius, dude. He's the boy wonder. And like I said, dude, we've seen Jared Goff throw for like 400 yards, 3-4 touchdowns. They have weapons. They have Aaron Donald and Ramsey. So I'm going Rams. That was a big win against Bucks. So they're number 4. Number 3, I'm actually going Chiefs. Number 3. They're so dangerous. MVP Mahomes.
They could be the best team any Sunday, but is it because they've been close to losing several times?
Well, the thing is, you give them the ball with a minute left to win, but their defense is suspect.
They're sus.
They're better, even though their defense is better than last year. And you have Mahomes, so until the clock hits 0, they're in it. But if I'm going all around,
well, Saints and Steelers have better defenses. Is that what you're going with, and Rams?
Oh, you'll find out.
Okay, well, continue, Kyle.
I'm going Saints number 2.
Woo! Number 1, you heard it here, Kyle. That's right, Swaggy coming with the picks, baby.
Back to elementary
Number
math.
1,
number 2.
The Saints.
Okay.
Who that, baby? We waited a long time to be fair and unbiased to say that.
Saints number 2.
Okay.
Defense, Breeze isn't back yet. They'll probably be number 1 in my eyes when he's back. But you can't go number 1, dude. The Steelers are 10-0.
I agree. They're undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated in the NFL, so they're number 1.
Okay, so I agree with everything Kyle said, except I'm making a 5A, 5B. And I'm adding Buffalo. Because they were on a bye week. If they weren't on a bye week, we could easily have said that they were 5th. And between them and the Colts, I think they're both equally as dangerous.
So what's the difference between Buffalo with no running game, a suspect defense?
Josh Allen.
I'm saying what's the difference between them and Seattle?
Them in Seattle?
I trust Russell Wilson more than Josh Allen. They should be.
They are.
They're suspect this year.
Oh,
they should be.
They've gotten better the last 2 weeks.
They've
gotten better the last 2
weeks. They
had
3 guys. 3 guys jump up and miss the ball against DeAndre Hopkins when time expired. 3 guys.
DeAndre Hopkins.
3 grown professionals. 3 men in the end zone could not jump up and just bat the ball down.
Apparently, Kyle works for Seattle. I was unaware of this. Okay.
Russell Wilson's in.
What's Buffalo's record? Should be 8-2.
Should be 8-2.
American play happened. They should be 8-2. I'm going Buffalo. So yeah, I have that tied. I have the Saints at 2. As much as I want to put them at 1, I can't until the Steelers slip. Give them credit. The media won't. I don't know why. They're undefeated. I don't care how they went
from 5 to 2.
I don't care.
5 to. What'd you just do?
The rest. I have the same rankings.
You really can't count. Oh, okay.
My rankings the same as you. I got the Rams. What'd you put the Rams? 3? No, 4.
Yeah.
And then Chiefs 3. And the only reason I know they're defending Super Bowl champs, but I'm going because the Saints have a better defense. I'm calling it how I see it. And then 1, you gotta go Pittsburgh till they slip up. So same rankings as Kyle. I just added a 5B that Kyle's very upset about.
Well, no, you got the Raiders and Bills right on outside. You know, there's always
Raiders, Bills, Seahawks, Packers.
Yeah.
The only reason I took the Packers on my top 5, I mean, the second half they looked awful.
Yeah.
And this is a week-to-week ranking. I don't think
it honestly looked like they had Matt Nagy halftime speech where you forget that there's a second half and you come out flat in the third quarter.
Rodgers and Devontae Adams should have a year membership to chiropractors.
Yeah, come on,
those two are carrying that franchise.
I mean, yeah, you got Master Splinter and Devontae Adams.
They have no business with that defense. They have the worst red zone defense in football.
Come on, I get that.
Aaron Rodgers is that good. So is Russell Wilson. Those two teams shouldn't be in the conversation for top 5, but those two are that good. That's why they're in MVP discussion.
Yeah, and I know I'm an absurd sports fan, but Scantling or whatever his name is.
Oh, Marvez.
He was getting death threats from Packers fans.
Yeah, that was
come
ridiculous.
On, calm down. Guys.
We all have those fan bases.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a crazy fan, but giving them death threats, tomorrow they'll love them.
Kyle, we got 15 minutes to cover the spread here.
Let's get it going. We start with Thanksgiving games, right?
Thanksgiving, always awful games because we have to, for some reason, always watch the Lions and Cowboys. I am so sick of that. I know it's tradition. Houston and the Lions, the first game. So if you want to take a nap on Thanksgiving, this would be your game. So it's an 11:30 game, and they have Houston -3. So Houston has to win by 4 to cover.
Yes.
Yes? You got winning and cover?
Deshaun Watson is low-key still playing great. It's just he doesn't have, I mean, it's because their team's not the greatest. But, dude, is anybody back for the Lions yet? They're so banged up. So it's like Stafford. I mean, we talk about Wentz with lawn chairs. That's what Stafford's playing with.
I'm going with the Texans also for one reason. Detroit just doesn't know how to win. Number 2, Matt Patricia's their coach. That guy's coaching is as awful as his like attire. Like he looks like he just rolled out of bed and just does not care about his job. He's not a good coach.
I'm gonna take Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt over the Lions. Yes.
Okay, so next game. This game's interesting only because the division, Washington and Dallas. So I'm gonna actually enjoy this game. Dallas coming off a big win for them. It's Dallas -3, so they got 1 by 4 to cover.
Going Cowboys.
I am too. For me, and I don't want to bash. I know he's gonna win comeback player year. Alex Smith doesn't impress me anymore. Washington's defense is awesome, but Dallas has more weapons.
Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb's a stud. You saw that catch.
And I like Washington. I want to see him do good. I think
want
that's also
win.
Good for the NFL. I like Ron Rivera. I like Alex Smith. But what do they have besides McLaurin and Gibson?
Just a great defense.
Yeah, and an offense, so they have nothing besides them. So they're going to get down as usual. Have to come from behind. Dallas, looks like they're starting to rally around McCarthy. They're playing better defense. I know they were historically bad defense, but they're playing better. They have the talent. We know they have a talented roster. Andy Dalton's a veteran. He's a seasoned veteran. He's back. They got some great receivers. They got Gallup Cooper. They got CeeDee Lamb's looking like a stud.
And the thing is, with this division, the best part for Dallas or Washington or Giants or whoever wins this, you don't get this long in a season to play bad and then figure out your identity. They do. They get that benefit. So if one of them goes, look at the Giants when they won one of their Super Bowls. They were 7-9 and won their last 2 games. I can't do math.
7-9.
Sorry. They were 7-7 and then finished 9-7. And I mean, when they did that, like you would have laughed, but they won a Super Bowl. Look at the Packers the year they won a Super Bowl.
You get into the new season.
You get hot the last stretch of season, so they still have a shot.
Come on, do you want to ask the Minnesota Twins fans how they feel come playoff time? Like, I wouldn't care about the regular season when you lose 20 playoff games in a row.
Next game, I know the Ravens.
Hey, wait, hold on. It's in Jerry World. It's Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
Cowboys have a shot. Yeah, but they have a shot at first place in the division. Zeke had a decent game. Is he back again? You know, like, they're going to win when they have a shot at the division. They've been facing all the scrutiny. I think they're finally going to clamp down at home on Thanksgiving. So.
Next game, division rivals, always comes out to one possession game. Always fights. Always just physical, old-style football like you like with the Bears. Ravens Steelers. Ravens season's on the line. I think they have to show up.
No.
Their season's on the line.
No.
Steelers have to win by 6 to cover.
Yes.
I'm taking the Steelers to win but not cover.
No, they won't. Want to know why?
No, it's always a close game.
Want to know why?
The
Ravens already have 5 or 6 people for COVID. They're probably going to try and get...
Gus Edwards is still good.
Okay, I should word this differently, but they'll probably somehow end up with the Florida State syndrome because they know the division's over. If they step up with missing 5 players, the game's already over. They're already going to lose to Pittsburgh. So watch. They're not going to suit up. I'm just telling you, there's not going to be a game.
It's Thanksgiving.
Just watch.
Okay, Kyle.
Watch this mysterious third-string towel boy on the Ravens get COVID.
We're moving on. I think
Steelers win.
I think
Phil Curtin.
Steelers win because of the better.
I hope the Ravens win, but
better defense. But I think it's not. I don't think the Steelers win by 6 because this is the Ravens season on the line, and they still have talent from last year.
What did they do the last couple weeks?
You just wait and see. Next game, Miami and Jets. So
we're off on Thanksgiving now.
Dolphins have to win by 8 to cover.
God, yes.
Jets. They didn't look that good last weekend.
Dude, the Jets are trying. See, and the thing is, the Jets were...
No one is trying to tank. They're paid professionals. Their jobs depend on winning.
Yes, they are.
They are not.
Yes, they are. Did you watch a game against Patriots? You can't tell me
were you an
they
NFL
weren't trying
player?
to tank.
Have you been an NFL player?
Yes.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
You have no idea.
I was on 85 Bears.
You have no idea.
Greatest season of my life.
No one goes to work getting paid millions, and their job depends on how they perform and tanks.
Bears doesn't. They'll still get paid. Trust me, the Bears offense still gets paid.
Yes,
they don't have to perform.
You guys just suck. You're not trying to suck.
We just suck. We took you to overtime with a non-existent
anemic
offense. We had 2 sides of the ball.
This is college football.
Team.
And the Bears almost won.
We didn't have an offense.
Kyle almost talked to a girl. It doesn't.
I didn't. This is 2020. Maybe in 2021.
Almost doesn't count. You can't say
I talked to girls. I talked to women.
Okay, stop. Okay, so we're taking Dolphins to cover. Jets just suck.
The Dolphins are still fighting for the division.
Yeah, wild card.
The Jets have quote unquote now finally mathematically been eliminated, so now they can use an excuse to just lay down.
Next game, Raiders and Falcons. I got the Raiders having won by 4. I think they covered.
Oh yeah.
With how these two teams looked last week, completely opposite outcomes of the game.
And Saints just literally just closed the door completely, shut the Falcons down.
Yeah, they're done.
And the Raiders, man, I'm bought into
the Raiders. Are going for wild card. I just think if they play like they did against Kansas City,
they're just a better team overall. Yeah, every aspect of the game, the Raiders are better. Even offense.
Next game, Cardinals Patriots. Cardinals got one by 3 to cover.
That's kind of a tricky one.
It is because Arizona hasn't been able to beat a team like this yet. I mean, they had. This would be Arizona getting over the hump, but New England is bad.
Yeah, they are. Cam Newton has nothing to work with. Now I sound like those people back up Wentz all the time.
He's screwed. He's not gonna have a starting job now.
Yeah,
I'm on to New England. He will not have a starting job.
I will say I like how Newton has only put the blame on himself all year. He has nothing to work with. But it's just a system where they do need a mini rebuild, and the roster wise, they just don't have it right now. New England. I'm going Cardinals because they're in that scrappy division.
So Cardinals can win by 3 or more.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Cam Newton with his lack of weapons, they can't keep up with Murray. Murray's gonna be fine.
Okay, fine. All right, you heard it here.
D-Hop, baby, D-Hop.
Chargers and Bills. They got Buffalo having to win by 6 to cover, or 6.5. I don't know. Buffalo is minus 5.5.
See, it's hard for me to ever say that they won't. It's hard for me to go against the Chargers when it comes to the spread.
Not me. Chargers lose every game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
They can't close.
Yeah, that was gonna be.
That was a horrible take, Kyle.
I was gonna get there. Well, Herbert's gonna be the rookie of the year.
Sorry, this is an award show. We're going over spread.
Okay, but yeah, the Chargers don't have a defense. So
why did you have to get suspenseful? Why couldn't you just say that?
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so what Kyle was trying to mumble and work his way up to, like some scary movie, is that the Buffalo is going to cover Bills Mafia 5B. Next one, we got Cleveland and Jacksonville. Cleveland has to cover win by 7.
Jacksonville's lost 9 in a row.
Okay, we're going.
I tried to say they might fight for Marone,
but Cleveland can't score touchdowns. Are they going to win by 7?
Dude, all Mayfield has to do is hand the ball to Chubb and run. And they actually have a good defense. Myles Garrett will play again. They're fine.
Okay, so we got Cleveland covering.
And Cleveland's trying to make playoffs for the first time in over a decade.
This game would have been good, this next game, if Burrow was playing, because they're both similar teams, Giants and Bengals.
Giants.
Giants got one by 6 to cover.
Who knows who Finley is without looking up his Wikipedia?
We're going with Giants covering.
Giants play better and better each week. They had a bye. They're still fighting for division.
Yeah,
I mean everyone is in NFC least, but Giants.
This is a low key great game. Titans and Colts.
Oh yeah,
this for the division already.
And the Colts beat them last time.
It's Colts got one by 4 to cover. I'm taking Tennessee.
I'm taking the Colts.
I just think what?
I'm taking the Colts.
Okay, well,
dude, the Titans they keep.
Have you heard of a man named Derrick Henry?
Yeah, and that's what they have to keep doing. It's only gonna last so long. They keep pulling back these little mini comebacks, and they're getting kind of not whooped, but the first they're down by double digits.
A bowling ball.
In the first couple quarters, and then they come back. They're gonna do that against Colts defense.
Yeah, but I think that's what I'm gonna say. Whoever's offense actually shows up wins this game.
Titans great coach team. Derrick Henry's a stud. I still like Tannehill. AJ Brown. Yeah, I mean Corey Davis is even playing well. Titans defense, I don't trust them. I don't trust Titans defense. Jadeveon Clowney's
biggest waste of money. Yeah. Jadeveon Clowney.
Titans, I don't trust their defense.
Jadeveon Clowney has a career off of one.
Colts have a top 3 defense. Phillip Rivers is playing better. T.Y. Hilton's actually healthy.
So did Colts win by 4?
Jonathan Taylor's getting better. Yes, the Colts won by 4.
All right.
Colts go to sweep. They clinch the division.
He's got the Colts covering.
Not mathematically, but
he is wrong. Tennessee will win.
No.
Next game, I like this game. Carolina and Minnesota. I have Carolina upsetting Minnesota. They got Minnesota winning by 5 to cover. Haven't won by 5 to cover. Carolina's gonna beat them.
So McCaffrey's not playing, but let's go P.J. Walker.
You're going Carolina?
He was cut by 12 NFL teams. 12 times he was cut. 12 times he was cut. And look at him now. XFL stud. He wasn't on the.
You said XFL.
Oh, okay.
I think of the.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you said XFL.
I thought you were talking about Tamu there, but P.J. Walker.
It's
Ta'amu. The XFL MVP. And the good thing is he's showing you should keep the developmental league around.
Oh, heck yeah.
He's playing well. I even though McCaffrey's not playing, Mike Davis has been a
we got 5 minutes. We don't got all day.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers. Vikings are overrated.
Next game, what Kyle wanted to spend the rest of the segment on. Saints and Broncos, baby! Woo! So, Saints going a mile high against
Drew Lock sucks. Just keep dancing.
Very tough, worthy opponent. Saints got to win by 6 to cover it, definitely. If they don't have a letdown game because the media is finally ranking them high in power rankings, if they don't eat the cheese, as Sean Payne would say, Saints should definitely win.
Oh yeah, they're a way better team than Broncos, dude. I don't
We're
know.
here. We coming.
Dolphins had
That's going to be
normal...
9 in a row, baby. Kyle, how much? 9 in a row. That's
Dolphins
right.
had their slip up, but dude, Drew Lock's not the answer.
Dolphins?
Because the Dolphins lost to the Broncos.
Oh, okay.
Like, the Dolphins had
yeah,
their slip up, and it's like, dude, the Saints are a way better team than the Broncos. I love Vic Fangio, but there's no way.
So then, next game, we got Niners and Rams. Is Garoppolo playing?
No.
This game sucks then. Okay, so
Rams
got to win by 8. If Garoppolo was playing or Kittle.
Rams are a way healthier team.
Both
no amazing coaches. Could be
yeah.
Great rivalry, everything in the division, but they're not now, not this year.
The Niners look like the Eagles usually do, beat up that bad.
Because of circumstances, the Rams.
Next game, they got the Chiefs having to win by 4 over the Bucks.
I'm like, do I want to take the Bucks?
No, hell no.
This isn't a prime time, is it? Oh, thank God for Brady. I'll go down and limb, Bucks. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's.
I have no faith in saying that answer, but it's like, are they going to keep losing these huge games?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're not the better
Brady
team.
has a little magic in him. Chiefs still fighting for number 1 seed. They got.
What's the magic that he can't shake the opponent's hand when he loses?
Well, no, he did do a cool illegal double pass.
Yeah, that guy's losing his mind and his arm.
Bucks win a key game finally. Get back on track.
Nope, Chiefs win. Thank you, Chiefs. How about the Saints? Next game, Kyle. We got 3 minutes left.
Bear down, baby. Bear down. Bears, Trubisky.
You guys.
Trubisky is returning. I don't care what they have, dude. Trubisky's coming back. Everybody in our division lost. We control our destiny. The teams we play besides the Packers this week and then the Packers end of season are 12-28. So we went out, which we're going to. Our defense is going to scare the hell out of Aaron Rodgers. He's been having nightmares of Khalil Mack ever since he came to Chicago. Key Mack's going to have a field day.
Aaron Rodgers
no run game.
On one leg.
The master splinter Devontae on one leg. Be quiet. Matt LaFleur can just stay and comb his hair on the sideline. They have nothing. I'm not scared of
Didn't you just go to a salon showing a picture of Matt LaFleur so you could get his haircut?
Did not do that. No,
yes, you did.
No, I did
yes,
not.
you did. I was there. This guy walks into a salon with the Matt LaFleur haircut picture and said he wanted a Packers haircut. No. I was there.
I did not say Packers haircut.
You said you wanted the same haircut.
I didn't know the name of the haircut. I got it from Cory and he said it's Matt LaFleur. So I just said he's a D-bag, but something like that. But anyways.
You want his haircut.
Trubisky's returning.
You got 30 more seconds.
Okay, Trubisky's returning. It's going to light the spark. I love Trubisky. We're going to do something. With that defense, we're going to get this victory. We're controlling our destiny. The Bears are back, baby.
All right.
Green Bay, you're going down.
All right, put your money in Vegas.
That's
Last game, Seahawks and Eagles. I'm taking Eagles.
Come on.
I really
David went for the Eagles. They always do this at the end of the year.
That's what they say. We bashed the heck out of them at the beginning of this podcast, but...
And I got Wentz in my fantasy, and I'm going to take out the number 1 seed.
Seattle's defense is bad enough to make the Eagles' offense get back together, and the Seahawks have to win by 6 to cover. I'm taking the Eagles.
Well,
it's in Philly.
Dude, Wentz...
Monday night game in Philly. Eagles.
Wentz has to show something, and he knows the media. Like this is it. The whole world's watching. They can turn the narrative real quick, especially with Eagles fans. They'll love them the next day. So I think Eagles win this one.
Kyle's picking his last 3 games as upsets. Real quick before we end the segment, Kyle will dive into the next podcast. Me and Kyle kind of brought up a hot take. Former LSU offensive assistant and Saints. Joe Brady should come to Chicago.
Yes, I agree.
He's going to be the next Sean McVay and Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
He is that great of a mind. You guys will hear him next year.
I think if so. My first offseason plan for the Bears.
You got 30 seconds.
I know. Go to Golden Corral, Old Country Buffet, McDonald's drive-thru, find some offensive linemen, draft Zach Wilson. That's my game plan. If that does not work out.
It's a pretty easy one.
If that doesn't work out, Joe Brady is a mastermind. He's younger than Sean McVay. He's younger than Shannon.
Yeah, he's a bright
greatest season ever when he came over to LSU.
Learned under Sean Payton. They all speak highly.
Bring in Joe Brady. He could have Trubisky looking like a legend, dude.
He's good.
Bears should get Joe Brady.
So that's it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Have fun with the family watching football. Go Saints and Houdat. The quarterbacks.
Bear down and congrats to Northwestern. 5-0, baby. Ohio State, here we come.